the age of good is just is my shorthand to engage in a conversation, I guess, because I think that now the world has changed most dramatically, and the way it's changed is that in terms of a company or an individual telling you something, communicating something, that's fine. But I think that we now are in the world of connectivity. So basically, through the internet, through mobile phones, everyone is connected. So it's not necessarily what I say to the world, it's what the world's saying to each other. And by that I mean networks, people commenting about products and services all the time on the internet. So in a sense, what I'm saying or what the organization's saying is communication, but I would say what people generally are saying about it is reputation forming. So that now the power of the brand needs to withstand all the knocks that you might take on the way in terms of internet chat, blogging about certain things, derogatory remarks about people, managers, products, services. It all goes on. You can't control it or stop it. In fact, some of the bigger brands now and the more mature brands are welcoming it. So the issue is not agonizing about what we say. The issue is how do we inspire people to say good things about us? And that's very much a different sort of problem, I think. And it presupposes that you are very clear about your brand and what it offers, so that you want to inspire people through the experiences they have with you to say good things about you or your brand or your products and services on the internet, because we tend now to believe people like us. There's a kind of research method which indicates that we are more likely to be persuaded by the people we interact with as part of our community than we are in terms of what necessarily the company says or the organisation or the individual says, because we have the technology that will allow that to happen. In terms of the future, I think a lot about being great is going to be about being good or being perceived to do the right thing. So I don't mean philanthropy, and I don't mean sort of great largesse in terms of charitable donation. I mean trying to change your business model so that you can demonstrate that you're operating or moving toward a sustainable business which is going to protect, as far as it can do, resources, people, and I think increasingly now, although I'm no authority on this, but there's evidence to suggest that in terms of younger people and younger hires into organisations, their expectations of the kind of company they want to join are changing very fast. And they now want to be aligned with a company or an organisation that does have values that they feel reflect their own. And there is an increasing awareness here of working in an environment which allows them to be who they are, which does observe some of these principles of doing the right thing, I guess. So if that's your main recruitment driver, and if you want to get the best people, then you better build that kind of good reputation into your HR processes. So I think what we're talking about in terms of the age of good debate is it's not just about communications, it's not just about advertising, it's about the whole way the organisation behaves and supports whatever its brand happens to be. So again, the age of good is a way into a rather more organisational debate about how does this entity operate, what does it believe in, and how does it deliver it, which is a more holistic view than perhaps coming from any kind of, I don't know, communications strategy, HR, whatever. I mean, what you're talking about now, I think, because of this interconnectivity in the outside world, I think you're seeing the need for greater connectivity in the inside world, inside of a business. And I would almost argue that businesses are set up to fail because they are organised in silos. And they are operating within this huge degree of connectivity outside the business. Now, how can that be reflected inside the business so that rather than all these silos that seemingly don't connect, there is a much more holistic view of the business, how it behaves, the standards it set, and the way it delivers what it delivers. And I think that's a very difficult thing to wrestle with because it touches on so many things, ranging from people to finance to marketing to operations to whatever, But the ability now for a CEO or a senior manager is that they will have that holistic view, and it's a tall order, and many people, me included, need help to do that sometimes.